Hey yo, it's Gluke. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about how to noise max on DJ equipment. Let's go. Alrighty, welcome to the 20th tutorial on this channel. That means I've been doing this for 20 weeks now, which is crazy to think about. So I figured I'd give you a little treat. We're going to learn some cool tricks so that when you're playing at the club, everybody knows how sick you are. So let's get into it. Now, if you watch the 10th tutorial, that focused primarily on beat matching and phrase matching. All of those still apply, and the tricks that I'm going to show you in this one will be the next level of things that you can add into your mixes to make them so sick. Okay, so the main things we're going to be learning is how James Hype does all of his crazy James Hype noise max mixes. Every time I see him come up in a reel or like a YouTube video, he pretty much has two things that I see him do over and over and over again. The first one is just cue button drumming. That one's going to be pretty straightforward. I'll tilt the camera down so you can see my hands. All right, so we can see both of the cue buttons here. So here's one of them, and here's the other. Now to do this, it's really straightforward and there's no setup required. As long as you have a track cued onto the deck, you'll be able to do this. And all you're going to want to do is just press the cue button over and over again in beat with the other song. So we'll have this song playing, and then I will do the cue button drumming with the other song. Okay, pretty straightforward. Now you can start to get creative. If you have 4 decks, what you can do is on the other decks put things that are only meant to be cue drummed. Let's make something that we can cue drum. So sick, sick, so sick, so sick, so sick. If I was to show you an example of cue button drumming, I went ahead and recorded myself saying so sick, and I've loaded it onto decks 3 and 4. This is what it sounds like. So sick, so sick. Now, the nice part about cue button drumming is we don't need to do anything at all to the song that we're actually playing. All we pretty much do is just start pressing the buttons and it'll work out. So if I was to play my new song head to head and I really wanted to get the crowd really, really excited and let them know that this is a really sick song, this is what I would do.
So, back for more, huh?
So sick, 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 so sick, 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 so sick, so sick, so sick, so sick, 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 so sick, 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 sick.
Let's go.
So really all it comes down to is just making sure that you're pressing these two buttons.
Sick,
The only thing to pay attention to here is that if you move it and you press Q, the Q is going to move, and that's that little orange triangle right beneath the waveform. And then you just got to come up with your own routine, but I mean that's pretty much how you do it technically. So now that we've taken the lid off of the club with our insane cue button drumming, the only other thing that you're going to need to know is how to make a super duper tiny loop. The way that that's done on CDJs is a little bit different than how it's done on my controller. So I have a DDJ 1000, but I'll go ahead and show you how to do it on CDJs as well. For this one, we don't need all 4 decks. We can go back to just 2. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to find a spot in the music where if we're going into a really big build, we can just loop this section, and we have pretty much the entirety of the build to do whatever we want with this other song. And then as long as we are able to cut out the song before the pre-drop, we are pretty much good to go. So in order to do the super tiny loop crazy build, what we're going to do is make sure that our phrases are synced up, and then that way we can throw in the build of another song. So in this case, I'm going to throw in the build of my Deep Down Low edit out of the build that I have on my new song Head to Head right at the end here. And we're just going to loop something here, and then we're just going to turn it into a noise pretty much. And then we can listen to the entire build, and all we have to do is pull out the left track before the right track drops. So this is what that looks like. So probably not my smoothest work, but that's essentially how you do it. Now, the buttons that you actually press on the board are as follows. So I've got the camera set up and we're looking at the deck on the left here. In order to set our loop, we're going to go ahead and use the in and the out, or we can use just the 4-bar loop preset. Then what you're going to want to do is on regular CDJs, you can just press this out button again and you'll go into loop out adjust. Because I'm on a DDJ 1000, I have to press shift and then I also have to press out. So let me do that real quick. And you'll know you've done it right because it'll look something like this. Now, as you adjust the jog wheel, you're going to make the loop shorter. And you pretty much want to make it all the way small as it can get. Okay, now we've got just a tone coming out of the speakers. Now that we've got a tone coming out of the speakers, we can use the fader to essentially get whatever kind of volume or rhythm we want out of it. You can also pair this up with effects such as the filter. It also doesn't hurt too to put a bit of reverb from the main effects onto it. So I'll put this at like maybe 25. You're also going to want to cut out the lows on this one because otherwise you'll have a crazy sub going on. And you really don't want that. This is also a great trick for starting your set. If you already have the reverb on, go ahead and, start messing with it. So, for example, if we have the song on the right, the deep down low edit ready to go, and I'm starting my set, go ahead and leave the level in on the reverb for a little bit, start making some noise, and we can just hit play on the deep down low edit, and we'll be good to go. Now, the main thing is, as long as you get the phrasing right, you can do this to every single transition. And I've literally never seen a crowd not go absolutely wild to these tricks. So I'll go ahead and do a couple mixes, and then I can show you all of these tricks in action.
So, back for more, huh? You sure you want to do this? Alright, let's go.
So, sick. So, sick.
You don't mind being sad after this competition, right? Ready for me to clown you? Let's do this. You want a battle? I want a battle. You want a battle? I want a battle. You want a battle? I want a battle. You want a battle? Everybody keep dancing. Everybody keep dancing. Keep dancing.
So sick. So sick. So sick. So sick.
Keep dancing. Everybody 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 keep dancing, 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 dancing,
So sick, so sick. So sick, so sick. So sick, so sick. So sick, so sick, 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 so sick. So sick, so sick, so sick, so sick, so sick. There's a couple example mixes of some of the techniques that we've talked about in this video so far. If you want to get into this style of DJing, the main thing to pay attention to is that you are on track with your phrasing. During the build-up, no one's really paying attention or even listening to the music. And as long as you make sure that the drop is really, really loud, you're going to be good to go. So as soon as you hit that pre-drop, even if you're out of time or out of sync with the entire set, just make sure that you pull out the song that you're making all of the noise with, and you should be playing festivals in no time. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was informative and interesting for you. I'm going to be taking a 1-week break from posting on this channel so that I can get my Patreon set up, and that way I can give you guys all of the project files that I work on in these videos. Go ahead and check out my brand new song Head to Head, which comes out today, June 6th, and we'll see you in the next one.